Guild Wars 2 has always had a lot of quality life problems, especially in terms of inventory management. I mean, look at this. I know I'm bad, but this should not even be possible to do, okay? But in this new post and in a week update, we're gonna get a lot of quality of life, especially in terms of inventory management. So let's see if it is enough, if they've done a good job or not. But honestly, this is looking very, very good. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning. And let's get into it. The first thing they talk about is the Wizard's Portal Tome that we're gonna get. There are a lot of Portal Tomes that you can actually get in this game. And what they do is that you open them and then it lets you be like, hey, do you want to travel to any of these parts? There's some of them that just teleports you to one particular city, like the Wizard's Tower or Aberstone. And there are other ones that teleport you to each of the zones of the Living World seasons as well. The thing is, there's a lot of them. Okay, there's Living World Season 3, Living World Season 4, Eye of the North, which I guess is part of the Icewood Saga. So Icewood Saga, Aberstone Portal for End of Dragons, Secrecy Obscure Portal, and I'm guessing we're gonna get another one for Janther Wilds as well. So that's like, what, 6? And there's way more things like Mistlook, Observatory Hub, and the War vs. War one. If you want to have all of them in your shared inventory slots, you can have like 10 inventory slots just used. And what this new thing is going to get us is that it's going to be one tome that you open, and then you'll be able to click on which one you actually want to use, converting all those 10 inventory slots into one, which is super, super good for shared inventory slots. It's an awesome new feature, and I'm so excited to have it. The next one does more or less the same, but with Gobblers. We have a lot of Gobblers in the game. Snowflake Gobbler, Candy Corn Gobbler, that gives us buffs, which are super useful. But there are other ones as well that consume materials that are completely useless, like Pulse of Bloodstone Dust, Delgant Ore, Imperial Fragments, and so on and so on. And ideally, you want to have them in your inventory because you're going to get a lot of this that is useless, and you want to use those to gobble it all up and transform it into something else. And what this Gobbler merger is going to do is that you're going to have all of them in one place. You're going to be able to get 20 portable exchangers in one Gobbler, which is super great. Transforming all the functionality into one item, giving you the possibility of having this in all of your characters. And I appreciate that, but I personally don't think it's enough. It's useful, but whenever I use all this type of items, like the Princess item that gives you, transforms the Dragonite Ore into this little gunk items, the Herta one that transforms Bloodstone Dust that gives you this glowing stone, the Gleam of Sentience that transforms honestly a little bit of everything. They're cool and all, you transform the things into something else, but that's the thing, you transform it. You don't really get rid of it. Then you're gonna have to go in here, check what item you got, and then open it as well. So it just, like, get one action for another action, instead of just one action to get rid of the problem. And I appreciate that we have these items, but at some point, honestly, I would just rather not have them, okay? I would just rather not get them. I would rather have a rework. So all of the items in the material storage or just trash items that you have in your inventory just don't drop, okay? Or rework them into one item, or I don't know, do something to actually solve the problem. Arena has this obsession of like seeing a problem and just putting something on top of it to fix it. Maybe instead we should actually fix the problem. Like, we're still gonna have to open all of these inventory spaces, right? Like, I need to have a literal add-on for me to open all this in one go and auto open it, so I don't have to like actually press all of my insane amount of clicks. Like, why? This is so annoying, and it's just not fun. Imagine if we actually have one button in here that is just open all bags and bags inside of bags, and you just press the button and all of your inventory gets just cleaned and it consumes all the karma. That'd be so much better. Like, why do we even have all these little like consume karma bottles? Like, why? They're so annoying. We already have to go in here and salvage all of our items as well. Like, there's so many interactions that we have to go through to play this game, to clean our inventory and be able to concentrate on what's actually important. Well, doing the combat, doing the content. You also have luck. Whenever you actually get to the maximum, you have to go in here into an artificer and transform it into something else. It's just so many things. And even though this is a good change, we should be thinking about how to fix the roots of the issues. Speaking of that, though, we have a root of the issue solved. Rift essences converting to wallet currency. These essences are very, very useful. You can transform it into legendaries, and you can even use them for the portable wizard exchange, transform it into other things that are super valuable, like tier and defense seals. but they get in your bags and they're super annoying. They're like so many, right? So transforming it into currency, it's going to be super good, especially when you're actually going for a legendary. Look at this. You know, look how many... I have 2,000 in here and have many of the characters with more riptances all over the place. Transforming them into currency is going to be so good. And I'm sure it'll be great for you too. The next thing they're going to do is easier acquisition of research nodes. Research nodes at this moment are super useful. They're a good system in some ways because they actually drive the prices up for different types of materials that people don't even use, because it's easier to use this type of items to create armor that you can use to get research nodes. It's actually super good in this regard, because it's also super annoying to have to come in here, craft a lot of items, and then go in here and salvage them, going to a trading post, buying an insane amount of other parts as well to create everything. It's a lot, and you have to do it a lot of times to create legendaries, to get a lot of items. But what they're gonna do is actually getting us a receipt called peer-reviewed research. And this particular research, you're gonna have to put a lot of items inside of it, you know, a lot of materials, and that will give you 150 research nodes, which is honestly a good amount for one interaction, for one crafting. Now, we're gonna have to see what items it actually requires for you to do this. And personally, I would not do it with crafting. I would just get a vendor that exchanges different amount of materials in order to get your research nodes. It's faster, it's easier, and you can just go in there and do it instead of having to wait and the guy to just craft over and over again. But I'll take it. Less research nodes annoyance is... I'm happy with that. Back to provisional purchase limits as well. Instead of buying 1 a day per tab, you instead will be able to get 7 purchases a week per tab. So this way, you're gonna have to be going once a week to get the provisional tokens on each of the locations, and then be done. You don't have to do it daily, you can do it weekly. Great change, easy, still have some functionality inside of the game, something to do, but it's gonna be less annoying. Less annoying equals good in my book. They also got themselves a more homestead decoration limit increase. That's nice. I don't know why it's this in quality of life, but it's a good change, especially considering that WoW is competing heavily against Guild Wars 2 right now with their homes when they're housing. It's honestly so much better, so there's a good change to try and compete with them. And for the last thing is the Commander's Choice chest improvements. I'm just gonna read this because they explain it pretty well. During your adventures, you might have accumulated a surplus of Hero Choice chests, and when you finally decide which item to select from them, you are faced with a difficult choice. You could open them one at a time through a time-consuming service of clicks. You can see right here, I have 15,000 cents Hero Choice chest, and I have to go in here one at a time, open, pick, yes, open, pick, yes, and so on and so on. Or you could use a bulk exchange vendor, but lose out on some of the valuable loot inside. You can go to Portable Wizard's Tower Exchange, go to Kantha in this case, and then I would pick the Antique Summoning Stone. But then, I'm not gonna be getting the 3 pieces of rare unidentified gear, which is like a gold or something, each time I do it. With the release of Absolution, you can trade Hero Choice Chest and Karma to the respective exchange vendors in Dragon's either the North Arborstone and Wizard's Tower. Requires the 1 Thunder Mastery or Lowland Shore. And I'm guessing we're also going to be able to use this through this Portable Wizard Tower Exchange item that you get from the same mastery. You can see here. And then you'll then receive the guaranteed item in addition to a new Commander's Hero Choice Chest, which allows a bulk selection of your choice of items. This functions like the Jantir Renown Chest and Mistborn Renown Crests. So essentially, you're gonna transform it into another bulk item. You're gonna get the 3 rare unidentified gear, and then you're gonna be able to go into the bulk exchanges and just purchase whatever you want from here without losing the 3 unidentified gear. Which is honestly a great change. Kind of like a weird loop that they're going here, but I'm guessing there's some of technical limitation that prevents them from doing it normally and getting you 2 items here for... I don't know why. I feel like it would be way easier to just make it so it gives you 1 Antique Summoning Stone and 3 unidentified gear. But maybe there's some weird limitation there, some real weird bug or whatever. Overall, great changes. Probably the most thing I'm excited about this patch, and will make the game super more enjoyable to play. Is it enough? No. Do they need to do a lot more work to make inventory management in this game fun and, oh, more than fun, not annoying and not a horrible pain in the ass? Yes. So hopefully they slowly get there. That being said, good job, Arenas. Good patch, it seems like. So tell me what you guys think. If you think it's not enough, if you think it's enough, if you're happy, blah, blah, blah. Leave in the comments. I want to know. And who knows, maybe you get a special like from me because you're so based and so cool and you are so right and you have the same opinion as I do. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning. See you around. Love you all. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.